Suraj, you are.
Hello everyone. So I'm sure many of us have would have gone to libraries and would be bookworms. And today we'll listen some stories by Toastmaster Suraj, who take us through the bookies. So today is 31st August, and I welcome you all to the 208th meeting of TMCL. I am S.A. Ajanta, and I am the Sergeant at Arms who iterates some of the guidelines which we follow in all the online sessions. So, uh, general directions for online sessions are that you have to ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All the speakers or role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that will distract the speaker. And please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or the Table Topics Masters asks you to do so. And let the host and co host handle all the controls. And certain more guidelines are refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech, evaluation, or report. Avoid conversation in chat publicly when someone is speaking, as it may distract the speaker. And please raise your hand to volunteer during table topic session to speak. And look out for the green, yellow, and red color cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. And at the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. And now I would request everyone to please switch on their cameras because we would like to have a cheerful meeting. If anyone has not switched on, and with this, I would like to invite someone who is uh, a great Toastmaster, of course, and is a finance professional with a foundation in investment banking and venture capital, currently working as an investment analyst. Beyond spreadsheets and term sheets, he is passionate about public speaking, storytelling, and personal growth. He currently serves as Area F3 Director and was a district level finalist in the International Speech Contest. When not analyzing startups or crafting speeches, he's exploring podcasts, curating playlists, or lost in good books. So he believes communication is the most underpriced leadership skill, and Toastmasters is where he sharpens it daily. So I would like you all to please give a huge round of applause for TM Nikhil. TM Nikhil, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajanta, for the introduction and for starting of this meeting. I would request everyone to please give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Ajanta. All right, so I would like to take this moment to welcome all the members present in this meeting, all the participants, including the guests. Thank you so much for taking out time to be a part of this meeting. And I would, as the president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, I welcome you all to the 208th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Now, as we move ahead in this meeting, as a norm, I will request all the guests and all those who are here from some other club. I would reach out to you one by one and would request you all to please give a brief intro about yourselves. Starting with, I can say Akansha Shukla. Uh, Ms. Kansha, can you please unmute yourself and give a brief intro about yourself if you are Toastmaster or a guest? Uh, Akansha, we are not able to hear you. Yes, yes. Now you are. Please try again.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nitin. My name is Akanksha Sukha. I'm from Prayagraj, studying pursuing BTech from the United Institute of
I am not sure if I'm the only one who's facing this issue, or in case someone else can confirm.
She
If
is audible, but in a very, very low voice.
okay, okay, Kansha. I mean, if there's anything you can do, otherwise we can continue. Yeah.
My name is Akanksha Sukha. I'm pursuing BTech from the United Institute of Technology.
Kansha, I would suggest if you can, I mean, remove the earphones maybe, and because we are not able to hear you at all. Maybe you can try you know, speaking through the speaker.
Now, am I audible?
Yes, it's still better than before.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nitin, for your patience. My name is Akanksha Sukha. I'm from United Institute of Technology, pursuing BTech in EC department. I'm exploring Toastmaster as a guest to grow in communication skills and
Thank you, Akansha, and thank you so much for coming here and becoming a part of this meeting. Guest Sunit, I would like to hand over the stage to you. I would request you to please give a brief intro about yourself. What do you do, and where you come from, how you got to know about Toastmasters.
Yeah, hello sir, how are you? Sunit here.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good, Sunitji. Please go ahead.
My name is Sunit Misra. I am from UP, Sonbhadra. I have been working in Hindalco Industries Limited for last 10 years as a boiler desk engineer. I have been working very hard in order to enhance my communication skills, but the problem is that I don't get people to talk with me, and I think most of the people living in remote area face the same problem. So is the case with me. So I was on another platform and we were talking with many people. So one of my friends suggested me to join this Toastmaster platform. So I'm very hopeful that I think I'll go to the next level in the hierarchy of communication skill, whatever you can say it. It's just a brief introduction. If anything else you want to know, please ask me. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Sunitji. Thank you so much for the introduction, and we will get back to you once we start this meeting. For the time being, I would like to request just a second. Yeah. Okay. So yes. Uh, okay. So we do not have any more guests for today. Uh, so yeah, that's it. And talking about our today's theme, I am someone who, you know, who who never really had a lot of friends. And when I was growing up, especially when I was in hostel, I started reading books, and that was a time when I started with probably a Chetan Bhagat's book, probably 5 point some or something, and then as I grew up, I my interest changed, and I started reading more of non-fiction. And even now, I really admire Paulo Coelho and Robin Sharma. So now the transformation, the transition has been like that from fiction to non-fiction, and now I'm obviously non-fictional. I like non-fiction more, but now I'm more into philosophical books, and you know I get to learn so much about books that I can say that as they call it, that books are your best friends. because they never leave your side. If I always have a book in my bag, and whenever I get an opportunity to read a few pages, I just pounce on it and continue my reading journey. Although still, I don't really get a lot of time now, but again, whenever you get a time, and whenever you are having a good book handy, it always um, you know gives helps you in learning something, and helps you in uh, in growing inch by inch every day. So with that, I mean, that is what I hope that Toastmaster Suraj is going to talk about. It's a very interesting theme that he has chosen for today. And yesterday, when I approached him for this Toastmaster of the Day session, and he came up with this idea, he shared that something very interesting happened with him recently, and on that basis only he decided this topic. So with that, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj is currently serving as the VP Education of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, who has earlier as well served in different roles in the executive committee of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. He has been a Toastmaster uh, for almost 2 years now, and been an integral part of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. And as much as I know, he is someone who is very passionate about public speaking, who is very passionate about his role as the VP Education, about his own journey in Toastmasters, and he has represented our club at the area level as well. And in terms of in terms of his occupation, he is currently serving in the defense sector, and we are really looking forward to this theme. Toastmaster Suraj, over to you. Toastmaster Suraj, our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil, for such a kind introduction. And I'm so much happy to be the part of the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, and as well the part of this meeting. And I would wish everyone present here a very wonderful good evening, all the Toastmasters and dear guests. Before I start, let me show you something. I'll just take a few seconds to share it, and I hope it's visible now, and I'm gonna share it. Yeah, maybe you might be a bit confused why I'm just showing you the picture of Ratan Tata ji. Really, a few more pictures. You can see Shantanu Naidu, if any one of you can recognize it. Yeah, it's a very a crowd, right? In this crowd, if you can see me somewhere, then if you can follow this arrow, then you can see me, right, sitting here, right? So rest of the pictures I'll show you, but just I have showed it to arouse some curiosity in all of you what I'm going to talk about today. So everyone knows Mr. Ratan Tata ji, right? And everyone knows, most of you might be knowing about his millennial friend, Mr. Shantanu Naidu. So today's my personal anecdote will be not just about my own thing. This anecdote, is a which is which just has happened over the last 1 year, it has been touched by so many people. And if I look at it, then I can see that there is one person, one visionary leadership personality who thought that and who nurtured someone in such a way that he has created today India's biggest reading community. Can you believe it? India's biggest reading community. Yes, it's Mumbai Bookies. It's Mumbai Bookies, of course, where voracious readers meet. They sit silently and they read books for 2 hours. Anyone is most welcome if you have registered, and there is no charges, first of all. And you can come in anytime between 8 and 10 early in the morning, and you can go anytime within the same duration of the time. It's 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I have been the part of it, and that makes me feel proud. So the story starts right back in 2024, obviously, and we all know that we lost one of the gems of our country, Mr. Ratan Tata ji. And during that time, I just saw Mr. Shantanu Naidu on the television, right? When media personally used to approach him for query and other things, and he was answering. After a few days, he was invited in a news, that's CNN News 18, and it was Breakfast Club, which starts early in the morning, 8 a.m. And he was interviewed. And then I listened to him, and that time I just got fascinated by him. And the way he was talking, the way he is having thoughts, the way he has been nurtured by the Ratan Tata ji. Everything I found about him is fascinating. He's such a compassionate person, a great leader, and a great personality. If you try to know about him, you'll be thrilled. So, after seeing him again, I had a thought that someday I will meet him. And you know what? After the end of this session, you will get to know a few of the things, like if you have thought something with very positive and higher frequency, if you have desired something from your bottom of the heart, then this thing will get manifested for sure. My story is the testament for that. At the same time, your vibes attract your tribe. You will also get to know, right? And this story, this again, no, it's not just my story now. This is a story of so many people, and where I'm just a little part. So that time I just thought, back in last year, that I will meet him. And after a few months, I saw a reel on Instagram, really, right? And the Instagram reel was talking all about the reading community, and which was just initiated by Mr. Shantanu Naidu. And well, I am also in Mumbai, and I just registered for that. I After a few weeks, I got the confirmation mail, means I can participate in the bookies session. But last year I couldn't make it because of some personal and professional commitments. And later on, I made it. I make it, right? I just made it. So now, before I move forward, I will just give you a little glimpse about the Mumbai Bookies. So this is an initiative again where people gather, and this has been initiated by Mr. Shantanu Naidu, the millennial friend of Mr. Ratan Tata ji, right? And now he initiated, and he invited people around the Mumbai and from the outskirts of Mumbai and nearby areas to come gather at a place and read books. And considering the importance of reading, if you look at this reading side, then we are really having very less number of people who read books. At the same time, the number of people who read books, it's getting day by day, it's just decreasing. So that's an alarming message for everyone, and that's why he took this decision. And so under his guidance, people gather at a place. And the unique thing is that the spot is different every time. I can't say most of the time. I can't say most of the time, right? But sometimes it's Kupres Park in Mumbai. Sometimes it's beach. Sometimes it's a yoga institute. Most of you might have seen. I mean, the pictures I'll show you, it will tell you lots of things. Right. So there are several spots, and recently it was 1 year of that community. So I was also present there, and I participated there. I was a part of that meet, and then I again enjoyed quite a lot. So I will talk about that later. But before I move forward, let me tell you the segments, the general structure of the Toastmaster Meet, and it's as follows. First, we have prepared speakers, prepared a speech segment. Second, we have the most thrilling and interesting part of the Toastmaster Meet, that is table topic session. And after that, we end up with having one core thing where that enriches everyone here in terms of knowledge and enhancement of the skills for which we are here. That is called evaluation segment. Since today we do not have any prepared speakers, so that we will be skipping that segment, but still to evaluate the entire meeting, we have general evaluator, and he will be helping us to go through the entire meeting, and he will also help us to know the feedback, so that what are the improvements which are required. He will suggest us, and definitely if we will work upon that, that will help us. So without any further ado, I would request someone who is a seasoned technology manager and a tech enthusiast who hails from the vibrant city of Lucknow, and he has spent his formative years in Lucknow deeply connecting with its rich culture and dynamic tech community. His extensive experience in managing cutting-edge technology projects and his unwavering passion for innovation make him an invaluable addition. Moreover, he has been the part of, he has earlier been Mumbai. So definitely he must be connecting the dots, right, with the story which I will be telling him. So he is none other than Toastmaster Akshat Pandey. Toastmaster Akshat Pandey, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for having introduced a topic that is the need of the hour. And I would completely agree with you that the society in general has basically gone down on reading books. And incidentally, even though I could not execute it today, but today early morning I was supposed to go to a book reading session early morning, and it is also almost on the same lines as you mentioned, something going on in Mumbai. But I couldn't make it today because it was very early, and I decided last moment. But fine, we will tend to understand from you like how it is, what all we can expect, and then probably next time I will go. So, good evening, everyone. I am Akshat Pandey, and I am the general evaluator for today. So, as a general evaluator, I would be observing the overall proceedings, and I would make keen observations about how the meeting is progressing. And as you know, in every Toastmasters meeting, there are two structured sessions. One is prepared speeches section, and the second one is table topics. For today, we don't have any prepared speeches, so we would directly be interested in table topic session. But prior to that, I would like to introduce my team, which is also called the tag team. And as a part of the tag team, I would first like to introduce the timer for today. And the timer for today is Toastmaster Tanmay, who is a passionate graphic designer with a flair for visual storytelling. And the reason for Tanmay to join Toastmasters is that he wants to hone the skill of public speaking and to refine it even more. So I would now like to call on stage Toastmaster Tanmay to explain his role. Toastmaster Tanmay.
Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I hope my voice is audible. As the timer for the day, my job is to take note of all the speech timings for all the speakers throughout the meet. I have few tools at my disposal. I'll be using three kinds of cards. Let's say for the table topic segment, green card when you are qualified, that is at 1 minute, a yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and a red card at 2 minutes. There'll be a 30 seconds of buffer time at the beginning and at the end of the speech for the table topic speakers. Coming to the evaluation segment, the green card will be displayed at 2 minutes, yellow card will be displayed at 2 minute 30 seconds, and red card will be displayed at 3 minutes. Same as previous one, a 30-second buffer time will be there at the beginning and at the end of the speech. I will be presenting my report at the end of this meeting when called by the general evaluator. All the best to all the speakers. Over to you, Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanmay, for introducing the role of the timer. With that, I would move on to my next team member, and who is none other than Toastmaster Devika, who would be playing the role of a grammarian for today. So Toastmaster Devika has done her graduation from Banasthali Vidyapeeth, and she is a very well-known face in TMCL, and she's back with us. She's back with us recently, and today she'll be explaining her role. So Toastmaster Devika, over to you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Language is a dress of thought. As Samuel Johnson has once said, words are the clothing of our ideas. As today's grammarian, my role is to celebrate the beauty of language, which also helps us becoming more mindful of how we use it. I will be listening attentively to every speech and evaluation, noting wonderful phrases, words, and powerful word choices. At the same time, I will gently point out any slips in grammar or the word usage so that we can all learn and grow together. And today's word of the day and phrase of the day will be put your money where your mouth is. Meaning, if you want to do something, you should show it by doing. Example, if you think your project is so important, then put your money where your mouth is and help fund it. And the word of the day is gregarious, meaning liking the company of other people or your sociable. Example, Roy is a gregarious, outgoing sort of person. I request everyone to use the word of the day and phrase of the day as frequently as possible. And I will and at the end of the meeting, I will present my report on how creatively and effectively languages were used. Over to you, Toastmaster Akshat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devika, for explaining your role to everyone. And I'm pretty sure the word of the day and the phrase of the day is pretty clear to all of us. Being in Toastmasters, we are completely focusing on public speaking, and this is a great platform to be in. So we are essentially putting our money where our mouth is, right? So that's what I would like to say about every Toastmaster who comes to this meeting. With that, I would move on to my next role player, who is none other than Toastmaster Ajanta, who would be taking up the role of our counter for today. She was quite gracious enough to accept this role right in the meeting itself. So I would like her to come on stage and explain her role to the audience. Toastmaster Ajanta, over to you.
Thank you, TM Akshat. So, am I audible clearly? Are there any background noises? Okay, fine. So, greetings everyone again. So, I am our counter for the day. So, the purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. So, in the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. So, I will listen to the filler sounds, including and I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. So I would request everyone to use and less. And uh, thank you, everyone. Over to you, TM Akshat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajanta, for explaining the rule really well. I am hopeful that all of us would be extremely mindful of using our R and ums. With that, and I don't think that we have a listener for today, so I'm done with the introduction of my team. Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj, for the rest of the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat Pandey, for introducing all of us about the role of the GE and also introducing all the tag role players. Definitely, it will help us to enhance the quality of our meeting. And moving forward, now again, I will talk about Mumbai bookies. So, hope everyone is having that fair idea about Mumbai bookies, what it is all about, right? So, this year, what happened, I had already registered for that and I was not able to make it. But somehow, I think when I started getting time on the weekends, I could make it. And for your kind information, on Saturday and Sunday, this Mumbai Bookies session is conducted early in the morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? And the best fact is that now this is increasing. For example, if you can see Mumbai Bookies, now we have several bookies as well. Just because people from different cities, they took few steps forward and they chose to start the same community at their respective places under the guidance of and with the help of Shantanu Naidu. For example, today we have Bangalore bookies, we have Pune bookies, we have Jaipur bookies, and I believe that it's ever evolving campaign which has been started by Shantanu Naidu. And I believe that this will definitely help our country to transform. Of course, here I'll just mention a little story about the reading thing, the library thing. Uh, most of you might be knowing that on 19th of June, we celebrate National Reading Day, right? But why? Because back in 1940s, right, in the decade, in 1940s, 1950s, there was a person in Kerala. His name was P.N. Panikar. He is called the father of India's library movement and father of reading because he was the person who initiated and encouraged people in Kerala to read books, and he established the very first library in Kerala. And the impact we can see easily as Kerala is leading a state in terms of literacy rate. So the person who took the initiative right back in 1940s, now that same state is showing the impact of that visionary leadership. Similarly, I look at the initiative of Shantanu Naidu as this will definitely help this will help us first of all to make or to encourage people towards reading a lot, and I do believe that reading is something which transform educated person into a person with full of wisdom. Along with it, again, as you know that the benefits of the reading is having better cognitive skill, having better memory. Your memory will get strengthened, it will get sharpened, your creativity rate will be increasing, and again apart from that you will be enjoying a lot. At the same time you must explore what you really like to read. So that was just a small part. I just took the reference from the history. So now recently, in March, it was the very first time when I visited that place, and it was in Kupres Park, right? And it's in open, right? The spot is decided by Shantanu Naidu. All the people gather there and they read. And this, at this place, people from different age groups, regardless of profession, I mean anything doesn't, profession doesn't matter. Everyone is invited there. Some people come with their family, some people come with their friends, some people come with their spouses. They come and they sit there and they read the books. And what is the most important and most interesting part of that community is that suppose you have finished your reading session 8 to 10. Post that, people stay for a few minutes and just think, you are interacting with the people. As see, I do believe that I'm also a gregarious person, right? Gregarious person, sorry, gregarious person. And being a gregarious one, that motivates me always to explore such community where I can interact and communicate with as many people as possible. And someone is reading Rich Divini, the attributes. Someone is reaching uh, the books of Chetan Bhagat. Someone is reading Geoffrey Archer. Someone is reading Shakespeare. Someone is reading any religious books like Bhagavad Gita. Someone is reading there are lots of books, right? And everyone is reading as per their choices. But when you interact with 4 to 5 people, everyone will tell you something about that book. So automatically, being the part of such community, it doesn't only it motivates you to read the books, but also you have the benefits of getting insights from different books at the same time. And that is the most important part which I really liked. And that also has boosted the confidence, because when you meet people, when you meet strangers, you communicate and you listen to several people's perspectives, and that helps you to understand not just about the book, that also helps you to understand the people, the psychology, and which I really like it. So here I would definitely motivate you that put your money where your mouth is, and please land yourself up somewhere in the books, book, some like bookies, or any bookies or any bookstore, so that you can purchase and you can again start reading books. And as I have mentioned that it's an ever evolving uh, campaign, and anyone can start it, anyone can register here, right? There's Instagram page, anyone can register there, and you can visit there. And people, like in people who are highly influenced by him, or who is aware about it, anyone can start it at his own place. On condition, you are supposed to have a few people who can gather at the place, and they can maintain the protocol of a community, protocol of a harmonious community, so that they can sit together, they can read the books. That is something. So till the time I have every time, whenever on the weekends I get time early in the morning, I always say everyone, my weekends is booked, right? My weekends is booked, and you will find me at the bookies if I have off during that time. And about talking about Shantanu Naidu. So recently I have met, and uh, that has definitely motivated me whenever I listen to him, basically. So that tells a lot how he has been nurtured under the leadership of Mr. late Ratan Tata. I can say that always a visionary leadership will nurture his next generation in such a way that he will not let us feel the void which sometimes gets created by that person, right? Obviously that cannot be fulfilled, but the way Shantanu Naidu has taken up the legacy of Ratan Tata ji, I think he is literally doing a great job. Now I'll just show a few of the more pictures so that it will help you to understand what does really happen at the bookies. So hope it's visible. And yeah, so everything, the origin of all the stories, all the things which I am telling you right now, I find here this person, right? And then this person. This is this is someone who has been the friend of Ratan Tata ji, and it's a long story. It's a long story how he get in touch with uh, Ratan Tata ji, and he ends up with becoming one of the best friend of Ratan Tata ji, and from his his work, like from a mechanical engineer to becoming someone, the colleague of Ratan Tata ji, working in the same office of working in the office of Ratan Tata ji. This is a very, very big story, inspiring story, and which will motivate you a lot. So as you can see, this is the scene of a Cupress Park right in the heartland of Mumbai. It's just nearby the Gateway of India, and you can explore this place. And as this place is a public place, that's why it's decided that yeah, we can have it. Next, a few picture. Yeah, the same picture here. I want you to see here. Can you see this? It's me. This is my friend who goes there along with me, and this person once joined to Toastmaster meet as a guest. Later on she somehow got connected with me through another platform, and then she recently shifted to Mumbai, and then she was quite interested in knowing about such bookies when I shared about the bookies with her. And the best thing is that she just lives nearby that area, so she is very happy that I could tell her about it, and then she keeps joining this beautiful platform. Moving forward, yeah, so this is yeah, can you see? I just cannot you cannot see me clearly, but yeah, right at the rear of this classroom, I am sitting here reading the Rich Divini. The name of the book is The Attributes by Rich Divini, and somehow I'm not clear, but again I could find, so that's why I have just kept this picture to show all of you. So this is something I would like to okay, I have shared. Just let me stop the share. So this is the story how I am landing up in a beautiful community. How am I getting connected with so many good people, the like-minded people? And as you can see that I also love reading, and how I am getting attracted uh, towards that community which solely you know known for the reading, right? And there I and one thing I would say, that when you again meet your community, meet the people with whom your vibe resonates, automatically the motivation you get, you feel encouraged, empowered, motivated to do the same thing more and more. No, when I have met a person, he last year read more than 150. I mean, the number was 150 and 160, right? Between somewhere. He read that those numbers of books. Can you imagine? So this was something which was truly inspiring for me. And every day I feel that I just feel like reading more and more books. Now, without any delay, I think we don't have prepared a speak segment, but we can move forward towards the other segment that's called thrilling session. I would say that's table topic session, and for that we do have a very charismatic personality who will be taking up this role for the table topic master. And she's a BBA graduate and has served the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow as a secretary and VP membership, VPE, and the president. And she loves dancing, singing, drawing, and paintings. And the best quality which I could see in every Toastmasters, that we all love meeting people and making them friends. Apart from that, she has also added a few feathers in her crown that's called triple crown, and that shows how much dedicated she is towards her personal growth. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Toastmaster Archita Baranwal with a huge thunderous round of applause.
Thank you so much, Suraj, for inviting me on stage. I hope I am not looking like a ghost. I think I got some scratches on my camera, so maybe I'm not clearly visible, but I think it's better here. Is it? Okay, cool. So thank you so much for inviting me on stage. I'm your table topic master. A very good evening, everyone. So what happens in a table topic is I, the table topic master, will give you a random topic and you have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, and the timer will show you the timer, the cards. I think Toastmaster Tanmay, can we have you on camera? Like how you are going to show the cards? Okay, I hope it is green now, visible for everyone. So in today's table topic, there is not a twist, but I'll say I have topic related to different relationships. Normally, we are surrounded by our brother, sister, mom, dad, friends, or some, mentors or teachers, right? So I have topic related to these relationships. So I will give you an option to choose out of them. Mom, dad, like your mother, father, brother, sister, or your teacher or your friends. And the one which you will choose, I will give you a topic related to that particular person. Okay. So I hope I am clear in this. So now I want volunteers or I'll take just anyone. Anyone who wants to go first can raise your hand. Okay, I can see no raise of hands. I also, okay, I can see Smail raising his hand. Okay, Smail. So you have an option to choose out of these 4-5 relationships: mom, dad, brother, sister, your teacher, and friends. Tell me which one you want to go.
Hello, Toastmaster Archita. Am I audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible.
I choose a friend.
Okay, cool. So the topic for you is the weirdest thing I did for a friend. The weirdest thing I did for a friend. Toastmaster Smile. I request the timer to please raise your hand so that you will be visible to this.
There's one time in hostel, I was living in Karvinagar at that time, and I was in first year in college. So I met this friend. His name is Rahul. So on his first day of meeting, he says that he has dated a lot of girls. So, and each and every day he used to brag that, he has done this, that, he has dated this girl, he has dated that girl. So, me and my friends, we decided that, why not, let's make a prank. And setting it a blind date. So we texted one of our guys and told him to crossplay as a girl, just for a moment, just for that day. So although it took a lot of convincing because it was no easy task, that too in a public, you had to cross dress. Thankfully, after lots of convincing, he agreed. So we went to Rahul and told him, "Okay, like, brother, we have set up a blind date for you. So, and I'm telling you, this girl is good, and she's a close friend of mine, and then this and that." He obviously, from the look of his eyes, I could see that he was pretty much excited for the date. So the next day, he went for the date and he met this girl, or the boy. He was dressed up as a girl. And we when we went saw this boy or the girl, was so shocked because turns out that my friend of mine, he was a fashion designer. He was a stylist actually, and he did lots of makeup, and you could not recognize and whether you could not differentiate if it was a boy or a girl. So even Rahul, one of my friends, he could not recognize him. He could not recognize if it was a boy or a girl. So after a few chats, they had a cup of coffee or something. Then at the end, when all the talks, when the date was over, my friend, he secretly takes off his wig, and that to in cafe. Telling you this happened in a cafe where everyone was watching. He took off his wig and it's like, "I'm a boy for your kind permission." And we all just laughed because this Rahul could have his face. He was so scared, like as if he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gay." But like, wow, what is this? This one prank. Although it was a very old prank, we still remember this prank. We still tease him that you dated this boy a long time ago. So yeah, this is one weirdest incident I had.
Thank you, Toastmasters man, for sharing this actually weirdest kind of story with all of us. And I just reminded the scene of, I think, Golmaal, in which Shaman Joshi is, wearing a wig. And there was his role in which he is dressed up as a girl. So I just remembered that. So nice of you that you shared the story with all of us. Thank you so much, Toastmasters man. Now I want more volunteers for the other topics. Anyone who wants to go, Toastmaster Ajanta, Toastmaster Manvi, Dave, anyone, you can raise your hand. I can see Toastmaster Pallavi and Suneet in the meeting. Yes, Toastmaster Ajanta. Okay, so the topic, which one will you choose out of your mom, dad, brother, sister, friends, and teachers?
Friends.
Okay. So the topic for Toastmaster Ajanta. The funniest trip I took with my friends. The funniest trip I took with my friends, Toastmaster Ajanta.
So, the funniest trip I took with my friends. So, currently, I am a BTech pass out and pursuing PhD. But when we passed, but we graduated, so lockdown was going on, and we graduated in 2021. So from that time, it was not possible for us to plan any trip. And before that, we have gone on very short trips, but we can't count them as a trip. So currently, we are planning for a trip, and like those guys are coming here on 17th itself, and we are planning to go to Meghalaya. And I am hopeful that it would be interesting. But to say that the funniest trip, I won't tell that, but I can tell a story which would be funniest but not related to trips. So, when we were in college back in 2020, there was Holi festival in March, and we all were like, we had to celebrate Holi, but in a different way. So what we did was we brought colors which were not temporary color, matlab, which is a permanent color which would, if you put on your face, then it would remain for 4 to 5 days and it won't get back. Matlab, it won't come out. So we all, like, we are group of 5 friends and we bought those colors, and around 9 p.m. we played Holi because next day we had to go home. So we were like painted in color next day when we are going to the railway station. So it was really funny at that time. So thank you. Back to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chinta, for sharing your funny story and about that trip also, which is going to happen. I hope that will be a good trip, a funny trip, because it's you know it, it's really good when we have some fun trips. I've been on a kind of solo trip recently, and it was so fun. I was not solo. I acted as I'm solo because I was with one of my friend who is more like a kid. So that was fun. And it was to Mathura, which is not very far from my home. But there were lots of monkeys, and we had a really, you know, scary as well as funny situation over there. So I hope for you also you will have a fun trip this time. Thank you so much for sharing. Now I will move forward. I can see lots of guests, a few guests present in the meeting, guest Suneet and Pallavi. So I request first guest Suneet to come on camera and take a topic. Hello, guest Suneet. Am I audible to you?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
No, I'm a guest. Actually, it's my first session here.
Okay. So I request you to please take a topic. Would you would you be able to?
Yeah, why not? So I would go with my father, that relationship.
Okay, nice. Let me just give me a few seconds. Guest Suneet. Dad's unique way of showing love. Dad's unique way of showing love. Guest Suneet. Over to you.
Showing love to father. Hello.
Father's unique way of showing love.
Okay. In Indian culture, in many cases, it's very rare that fathers show their love to their children. But the father work 8 hours per day without taking rest, and most of the fathers does a lot of things in the background which nobody notices. So their love is not about showing off; it's just about providing all the things to the family and to the children. And many times, children even don't realize their love. So my case is very, peculiar in that sense because I lost my father, I think, 15 years ago. So my father did a lot for me, and at that time we were not in that position to understand his love. But now, when I see the people who has parents, then I feel that how lucky they are. So only I can say that our parents are our gifts, and we don't understand their value until they are not with us. So they are precious gifts given by the God to us. We should always remember this thing in our mind. And I think, I don't know, but there is something in our culture that father don't show their love. I don't know why, but it's not. You can sense it, but it's not very clear. So it's in their actions. It's in their hard work. In if you want to see the love, then you have to think. You have to delve into another things. You cannot sense it directly. I mean to say that while mothers show their love very directly, that's all which is coming in my mind right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Suneet. I truly agree with you that yes, our fathers do not show love directly, but it is more in their actions. Uh, and our moms, they show love just you know openly without thinking a lot. So I also have a small thing happened to me just a few days back. I was not keeping well. I had really bad cough, and I had feverish. I was not keeping well overall. So my father made kadha for me, and that's what I feel is just. I just felt so happy. It's really a big deal that your father made kadha for you in the morning. uh, when he went to the on his work, I just realized that he made Kada for me. That's actually a big deal. So that's what their love is. They show it in their actions. They don't show it by telling I love you a lot, but they do everything possible for you to make you happy. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Suneet, for sharing your side of story, your side of point of view with us. Now I'd like to move with our next guest Pallavi. She's our recurring guest, more like a part of TMCL now. Hi, guest Pallavi. A very good evening to you. Which one will you pick?
Any topic will work.
Any out of? Would you like to go with mom?
Mom?
Mom, mother.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, I'll give you a topic. A fight which I had with my mom. A fight which I had with my mom. Guest Pallavi. Over to you.
Thank you for that wonderful topic. Good evening, all the Toastmasters over here. Or this is one of the wonderful relationship in the whole world is the with mother, whom you can share each and everything without hesitation. And the person with such a loving mother as I have is being a blessing of a God. And even if we have fight with mother, it's just because we care for each other. Suppose our maid is not around, my mother will say, let me help her with the cook before Pallavi gets up. And for me, it's let me do the cook before my mother gets up. So it's the fighting in a way where we both fight just because we both are concerned about each other. Sometimes we fight who will look up for the doorbell, who will go first and do the work for each other because we both are concerned for each other. My mother says she's already pressured with the household work and office work. So let me help him with the work. And whereas I feel my mother is already doing so much for us and uh, so it's now she should have rest. So and my mother is always an inspiration to me. Whatever I am today and where I'm today is just because the mother I have. I have always seen a very passionate, loving, caring, and mother in me, and that's what I want to follow to the next generation. She haven't. I can't imagine a single incident where she had scolded me, or she always is feel me very comfortable. And whenever I am fault, she will not explain me, but she will lead with an example. She will share the example. How should have I acted in that situation rather than complaining me or putting me in a down plane? And this is the what thing I think that I am proud of the way she had upbringing me, and now my kids are admiring me for following her footsteps. thank you for that wonderful moment, and thank you for letting me pay gratitude to my mother through the today's table topic. The one was very close to my heart. Thank you. And one more thing, just after completing my topic, I just want to share two things. As today, Toastmaster Suraj shared his story about the book reading club. My mother is a passionate writer, and because of her inspiration, I co-authored the book Magical Power of Gratitude. And because of her only, I am always passionate about reading the book. She is my inspiration. Luckily, today I joined the club. Thank you so much. Back to you.
That's awesome, Toastmaster Pallavi. Thank you so much for sharing so much. Like, you've also co-authored a book. I would love if you can share that uh, with, about that book more in the chat box with our other members also. And about the topic, whatever you said was absolutely true. I even like when I gave you this topic, I had a fight with my mom just today morning. She's not keeping well. Like, she had some fevers, kind of seasonal, and I just had a fight with my mom that I am giving priority to my meetings and not my mom. So I just left this meeting. I just decided that I will not come to the meeting. I was with her all the time. I was sitting with her. I said I'll be with you, and when she slept, finally I am here in the meeting. So the relationship with mom is so precious. Sometimes on and off, it goes on, but that's she's the one who brought us in this world. So it's ultimately we have to hear her. So overall, thank you so much, Toastmaster Pallavi, for reminding all of us that we should pay gratitude to our mom. And now I'd like to move on with our next speaker, Toastmaster Alex.
Yes, I'm audible.
Hi, Toastmaster Alex. Good
Hi,
evening.
hi. Good evening.
So, which one would you like to go with? Mom, dad, your brother, sister, friends, or teacher?
I'll go with friends.
Okay, nice. Just give me a sec. Let me find a topic. A moment I will never forget with my friends. Toastmaster Alex, a moment I'll never forget with my friends. Toastmaster Alex, over to you.
Um, I mean, there are many moments which are like integrated in my mind, but there are few which are really special to me. And one of those moments where when we pranked one of our friends uh, at a good level. So basically, what happened that we were actually planning to prank one of our friends at the beginning. It was like lockdown was just finished, so we were nothing to have right then because we just started college, and if you just started college, the lockdown was at its end, and it was just about to end, and we were about to go to the college. So we had an idea, and one of our friends was also here, my childhood friend. So we said, let's prank. My one of our friend is Pranav. So what we did, we called him, and we just called him and created and hypothetical scenario, and not hypothetical, but a scenario which was hosted by my friend Ram, and I was the key player of it. So basically, what I did, I called him and said I was in police station, and this had happened, and please can you come for the rescue? And what he did was he suddenly came, and you know uh, there was no one present there. So so he suddenly called me and asked me, "Man, where are you?" And I went to police station. So I said, "Oh man, it's a prank." So that was the moment. But I from this moment on, I like know that even if I'm in any of the problem, my friends will be there for me, and in any of the situation, even if it's bad or good. So that's it. Thank you.
That's nice, Toastmaster Alex, that you shared your prank story. I think we all have faced these pranks sometime in our life done by our friends. I also I also pranked by a few of my friends when I was in 12th standard. They did something in the classroom and they called me at 2 a.m. in the night. And they told me, Arshita, this is going on. And it was, I think, April Fool's time when I was pranked. So we will have a session on prank stories where we all will or share our prank stories. And Toastmaster Alex, thank you so much for sharing this story with all of us. Now I'd like to move on with our other guests. I can see, yeah, a raise of hand from Toastmaster Manvi. Now, yeah, Toastmaster Manvi.
Yes, but I thought you were going ahead with the guest, so I just lowered my hand.
No problem, you can do the topic.
Okay.
We have covered our guests already, a few other, I'll take them next. So which one would you like to go with?
I'll leave the choice on you. You can give me any.
Okay. Okay, we all have school memories and classroom memories. So I have a topic related to the classroom.
Okay.
A hilarious moment happened in your class. A hilarious moment happened in your class. Toastmaster man.
If you remember your childhood, and if you were a backbencher, you will remember every single incident, may it be serious or not so serious, was a funny moment for all the backbenchers who usually sit at the back and laugh at any and every situation. My dear friends and Toastmasters, I was neither a backbencher nor a front bencher. I loved shifting myself from front to back. Whenever we had tests, I was at the back. Whenever we had some interesting moments, I used to join the front seats. But somewhere or the other, the hilarious moment that we all might have experienced during our classes was eating lunch during class, stealing lunch during class, stealing our friends' lunch during class, and as soon as you open that tiffin box, the fragrance of the food that was inside used to spread in the whole class, and every single individual who was present in the class, including teachers, used to be a detective who wants to find who opened that lunch box during the session, including the teachers. And I had a group of 5 to 6 friends in my class, wherein whenever we used to sit at the back, we had a very bad habit wherein any single individual who is there in the group will steal each other's lunchbox, and the one who used to bring Maggie was the most favorite one of every single person in our group. Why? Because somewhere or the other we all love cakes. And the Maggie that usually is in tiffin and is cold was like a cake. We used to cut it, we used to take single bite of it, and we used to fight over it. And I still remember whenever we had a fight during the class, when this teacher is already on stage teaching, most of the time the fight was resolved by the teachers because we, being someone who loved stealing food, were not ready to give it. So I believe this was the only incident that I could remember right now, wherein stealing Maggie, stealing tiffins, and opening it during the class wherein teacher is teaching is something that I personally felt was the most memorable one. And when I remember the reactions of people, that makes me smile, even if my school ended a long back. But this is the only incident that makes me smile when I remember it. So, Toastmaster Rachita, this was something that I remember from my school days. What was that one incident that usually makes you smile when you remember your school? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi, for sharing that Maggie story from your school. And when you shared the story, I just remembered my Maggie story. I think it was Rangoli Day, which we celebrate just before Diwali. And I brought Maggie that day. I was busy making Rangoli, and some of my classmates came to wash their hand at the time of lunch. So they asked me, Archita, you brought Maggie, na? I said, yes. They told me, yeah, we ate it all. And I was so angry at that time because I didn't even know my Maggie was done. Like they ate all of that. So that was Maggie's story, I think, happened with, I can see a smile on the face of Suraj, on the face of Toastmaster Vishal, and many of us may be smiling behind their cameras. I love to see those smiling faces if they all come on camera. Now I like to move forward with our next topic. So I can see a Toastmaster from Lucknow Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Vishal, would you like to take a talk?
Hello. Yeah, sure.
Hello, good evening. So I'm giving 4 to 5 options to choose from. I will give a topic related to that person. Mother, father, your brother, sister, friends, or teachers. Which one would you choose?
I will choose my teachers.
Okay, just give me a second. Toastmaster Vishal, a nickname we gave to a teacher. A nickname we gave to a teacher. Toastmaster Vishal.
Ah. Okay. So you already brought a smile to my face before even just me saying anything. So hats off to your talent and the preparation that you have done. The story is like this. So we went to a coaching. It was a defense coaching. We have defense interviews, so it was coaching about defense, SSBs and everything we have in armed forces. So there was a coaching, and there was a teacher who was very fond of wearing cowboy hats, right? So actually, I don't know if the hat is called cowboy hat or what, but it represents like previously people used to who were cowboys who they used to wear that hat. So I think from there we coined, I don't know who coined the term this cowboy. This so we named him cowboy because of his hat. So yeah, that is what. But we really I am really glad of that teacher that we had such a wonderful teacher, and whatever the teachings that he gave to us, apart from all the fun, it was paramount. Yes, thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for bringing that smile on all of our face and sharing that teacher's name with all of us. So the topic I gave you, I also have a story behind it. I mean, I just want to speak on all of these topics, but I'm the table topic master. Let me just share quickly. We had a teacher who looks like Watson, the cricketer. So the students in our school, they gave him the name Watson. And a Hindi teacher we had, there was a chapter in Hindi book, which was written by Ak Mahadevi. Ak Mahadevi is a very good writer. Uh, so when he came in the classroom, before the chapter, the introduction of Ak Mahadevi was given. So he told, like, he asked us as students to read that introduction in a very weird voice, Ak Mahadevi kind of, So from that day, all the students started calling that teacher Ak Mahadevi, Ak Mahadevi aa gaye, And the last day of our farewell, our class teacher told that teacher that these students call you Ak Mahadevi. And our whole class laughed out loud. And the teacher was quite, he was so kind. He said, they're just kids. Let them call me whatever they want. But we all respected him a lot. It was just the name. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for sharing your story and also reminding us that we should respect our teachers at the end. Thank you. Now I'd like to, anyone who wants to take a topic, or we can just wrap up with the table topic session now. Toastmaster Akshay, would you like to take a topic?
I think Toastmaster Tanmay has already raised his hand.
Okay, Toastmaster Tanmay, would you like to take a topic?
Actually, I'm the timer for the day, so that's why I've raised my hand.
Okay. Toastmaster Akshay, would you like to take a topic?
So I'm more interested in turning the tables and asking you whether you would like to take a topic.
Yeah, I can also take a topic.
All right. Okay. So
you take first. I'll take a topic.
So just because you have turned the tables, let's first let you do it, and then I'll take it. All right. So is that fine with you?
Yes.
Okay. So pick up a relationship that you spoke about, any relationship of your choice.
Brother.
Okay. All right. So Toastmaster Archita, a good movie that you watched along with your brother. A good movie that you watched along with your brother, Toastmaster Archita.
How many of you watch any kind of movie with your brothers or sisters? Any kind of. Like Spider-Man. Either it is Spider-Man or Mirzapur or any kind of movie. So recently I just watched a movie last night. It was The Amazing Spider-Man, which was made in 2012. He didn't see it till now. I also did not see that movie till now, and I was amazed at how I missed that particular movie. So we were watching Dr. Connor turning into a lizard. So this is the recent movie I watched with my brother, and I have a relation with him that we both are more like friends. We can see like currently I'm staying at home. So at home I don't normally see movies with my parents. So my brother is the only partner I have with whom horror movie or thriller movie, whatever I like, I just see. And I complete that movie. And guess what? My brother never completes a movie in one go. We start at 12, we start seeing the movie at 12, and by 3 o'clock, I complete the movie, but my brother had slept in between. Like he sleeps by 1 or 1:30, and I'm the one. He is there with me. We start together, but I end alone normally. But still, next day I tell him the story, and next day we again watch the climax together. So this is the story, or this is the movie rapport I have with my brother, and that's all. And that's awesome. I think it's more like, when you have a very good relationship with your brother, you don't have to struggle a lot with your mom or dad sometimes. Like it's somehow connected, and I have a lot to say, but I think I am just sort of time. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster. Now I would like to give you a talk.
Yes. So just to recount my experiences of watching anything with my siblings. So my sibling and I, so my younger sister, both of us are basically, we act as, we basically do the parental guidance when we watch something together. So rarely would we agree on watching something together. So the last thing that I could remember is watching the Jungle Book. I don't know if some of you would be knowing about that serial. So this dates back to the prehistoric times, early 90s, when Jungle Book was being aired on Doordarshan. That's the only only remembrance that I have of watching something with my sibling. Yes, thank you. You are on mute.
Yeah. Yes, Toastmaster Akshat. I was asking, I think we are running short of time. Still, if you can take a small topic, which one would you like to go with?
I would say friends.
Okay, just give me a second. Toastmaster Akshat. A silly tradition I had with my friends. A silly tradition I had with my friends. Toastmaster Akshat.
How many of you have a experience of staying with roommates? I believe many of you who are right now in college or maybe working or have been to college would have had roommates, right? So as roommates, you do a lot of things together that is best left to your dormitory or to the hostel. Like you can't talk about a lot of things that go on in the corridors of the hostel, but there are definitely some traditions that today when we talk about sound silly, but it made a lot of sense when we were when all of us were staying together, right? So one tradition I think everyone gets to that when they are in college or in or staying together as working professionals is that everyone has that uh, everyone would once in a while want to go to the gym, right? And you get that gym ka kida every time you are in a new phase of life, be it in college or be it in as a working professional. But the reasons for joining the gym could be very different, right? So some people would go for actual genuine bodybuilding reasons or for keeping a better health. But for a few of my friends and I, going to the gym was only about, having that lifestyle, right? Getting that opportunity to actually interact with a lot of people in the gym and to network with people. So I won't call this purely a silly tradition that we had, but obviously we didn't have any intentions to build a body in the gym. So we would go there, we would basically spend a lot of time talking to people, probably clicking selfies and coming out of the gym after having spent 5 to 10 minutes on the treadmill. So this is the only silly experience that I can talk about. Obviously, there are many more, but that cannot be discussed on a Toastmasters platform. So maybe when all of us have a kind of a pajama party, we can discuss this in detail. So over to you, Toastmaster Rachita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat, for sharing that small tradition and that gym story with all of us. Yeah, we will have a pajama party based meeting one day for sure, Toastmaster Suraj. Now I'd like to end my table topic session here and hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Suraj. Thank you so much. And
Thanks a
also,
lot. Yeah, please speak up.
yeah, big round of applause for all our speakers for sharing their personal stories about related to their personal relations. That's a big deal. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archita, today's table topic master, for coming coming over some hurdles and then again taking up this role. And thanks a lot for bringing such a unique way of putting across such topics which help us to explore the different aspects of the relationships in our life. So that was quite amazing, and I would request each and everyone present here to give a huge round of applause for Archita as just for a four table topic session. And hope everyone can also see the polling for the best table topics speaker. So I would request each and everyone to please give your poll and then submit it so that we can announce the best table topics speaker in the towards the end of the meeting. Now we were talking about the Mumbai bookies, the story, my personal anecdote, how I get in touch with this, and now moving forward, I will also show you a few more things that will help you to understand. Okay, yeah. Hope it's visible. Again, I have already shown it. The next one is that. Can you see this? Everyone can see this, right? Anyone can confirm me. Okay. So this is a book
Yes.
authored by Shantanu Naidu, right? And this is one book, which I have finished in a very, very less time. I mean, within 2 days. Obviously, I didn't dedicate most of the time of the day, but whatever time I could give towards the reading of this book, I think within 2 days, I just finished this book. And I also met. So recently, okay, let me come on the, for that, I'll just show you this picture of mine when I met him, and I'll just tell you the story. For that, let me stop the sharing. So recently there was a celebration for the 1 year of this Mumbai Bookies community.
And I believe with the celebration, our TMOD even lost the internet connection. So as soon as he'll be back, we'll start with the TMOD session. But in the meantime, I'll request the journal evaluator to please be on stage and take over the journal evaluation session. The stage is all yours, Toastmaster Akshay.
Sorry, I think I'm back, and extremely sorry. I think it was power cut, and so someone was saying something. So please continue, and then I'll come in between.
In your absence, I just handed over the stage to G, but you can take over, Toastmaster Suraj.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. So I was just talking about the 1 year of celebration of the Mumbai Bookies, and I went there, and it was in fact the spot for this celebration was chosen by Shantanu Naidu, and it was one of the ancient libraries of India, and it's from the British era library, and it's called David Sassoon Library, where you can find thousands of books written in different languages. And there we just went there again, as like each session we sat there for 2 hours, we read our respective books, and later on we had an address by him talking about the benefits of reading book, talking about how he took the initiative, and then he announced that today this community has become India's biggest reading community, where almost uh, more than 20K people who have joined it, and now people are also coming forward, and they are with the liaison of keeping Shantanu Naidu in liaison with themselves. They are also starting such community at their in their respective cities. So That's quite great. And seeing that I have already mentioned that there is Pune Bookies, there is Bangalore Bookies, there is Jaipur Bookies, and there are many more to come. As I expect this community to spread to each corner of our country. And so that day I had also a little talk and I met Shantanu Naidu, and I also took his autograph on his book, which I just started reading at on the same day I started reading that book. So this was the journey. And till the time you must have realized that how I just saw him on the television, and then I thought that someday I will meet him. And then this see, it took almost 1 year to get, this dream to get manifested. So I would say that if we have a desire, or if we have any small or big goal with certain positive frequency, positive vibes, definitely I would say that its manifestation is possible. And that's what happened with me. Later on, as I could join this community, but only this year I started since March. And I can say that this has helped me to be more and more gregarious person, which I really like about myself. And this is a kind of exploratory journey for me, where I keep meeting new people. And the most interesting thing about is that one of my friend is from uh, Aurangabad, right? uh, she and I just shared few of the pics from my very first bookies, and I shared with her, and then she saw it and she was surprised. Later on she told me that one of my friends is also there, and she has also visited that bookies session. She keeps visiting the bookies, and then through this link I got to know my friend's friend, and now I have one another friend at the bookie. So this is how uh, the entire community system works, where you find sometimes people whom you can know very easily. So this is something which happened, and I'm very happy, and I can say that uh, you know I have started enjoying being in Mumbai. And I really don't it takes effort early in waking up early in the morning, and then you have to take a local, you have to travel for 40 to 45 minutes almost, and then you are going to experience that vibes that really helps you to that in fact helps you to explore something new, right? Reading things. So that is something which I wanted to share about. And one thing here I would ask each and everyone: when you listen to books, what comes to your mind? Anyone can, you can drop in the message, you can also say anything, the one word which occurs to you when you listen to books. What comes to your mind? Yeah, please go ahead. Guest
Okay.
Toastmaster
So
Vishal.
what comes to my yes, my mind uh, comes wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone? Next, please. Wisdom. Yeah, Toastmaster Ajanta, please go ahead.
I would say a friend who teaches you
Friend.
everything, whatever you want to learn, and never
Okay.
judges you.
Wow, that's great. Anyone else? You can also just drop something in the comment chat box. I can read that. So we all have that positive,
For
that. Yeah, please. Yeah, guess Pallavi, please go ahead.
no, sorry, you can continue.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share for me. I read books. Sometimes it's come like a divine message that if you are looking
Wow.
for some answers and you are at the right
Definitely.
place and reading the right book.
Recently, I was in dilemma and I was also reading a book, and that book helps me to decide the helps me to come out of that dilemma, right? So that is something I can say that. So that was divine for me, I can surely say. Uh, so definitely I can say that each and everyone present here is having a view of that mindset that yes, reading book is really very, very great habit, which must be possessed and must be inculcated by each and every one of us. Considering that, I definitely can say that a book is something where we can invest our money, and uh, if we can, then definitely putting your money where your mouth is, kind of thing will be workable quite, and it will also help you to uh, become gregarious in terms of being familiar with more and more characters in the book. With that, I would request our general evaluator to come on the stage and help all of us with the evaluation of today's meet and enlighten us with the improvements we need to do.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. What an excellent session on being a bookie or being a part of a bookie club. And I would completely concur with you that uh, books are probably one of the best ways to basically understand yourself also. And of late, this ability for most of us is on a decline because we are not actually doing a lot of reading. Having said that, uh, let me just talk about what I could observe in the meeting for today. So our meeting started 15 minutes late, again due to not being able to spot some of the role players. It did start at 4:15, and we were lucky enough to have some people step in last moment, like Toastmaster Rajanta and Toastmaster Archita. Despite the emergencies, she managed to hold the table topic session. So overall, great efforts by everyone on that front. With respect to the TMOD, I think we need to have many more such sessions, especially something to do with books. And this is a lot of enlightenment for all of us. Two areas of improvement for the TMOD. One is that it was great to see a very good PPT, but if we could have the PPT in presentation mode so that it is visible properly to all of us. The second part is that it could be made a little more interactive by bringing in the audience, at least in the first 30 to 40 minutes of the meeting, because that's when we have a lot of guests and we have a lot of participants joining us. But overall, a great session. And I am hopeful that a lot of us would go back, pick a book, if not be a part of a book community, at least start reading a book in the in our premises itself. So that is great. And then we had an excellent table topic session. Excellent because the table topic master ensured that we focus on relationships and those relationships that matter to us quite a lot. Relationships that are part of our daily lives, and we have no option to escape these relationships. So great topics, and it kind of invigorated a lot of uh, memories in us because we were forced to think about the things that have happened to us in these relationships. One suggestion for the table topic master is to probably re-emphasize the word of the day and phrase of the day so that participants are encouraged to use them during the table topics. And being the general evaluator, I also have to talk about how the people did so far as the table topics is concerned. So I won't go into details of each and every member, but what I can say for sure is that we had an excellent table topic delivery by each and every one of you. Toastmaster Samyan spoke about the weirdest thing he did for a friend. And then we had Toastmaster Ajanta talk about her funniest trip. And then Suni talk about how relationship with dad matters. Toastmaster Pallavi spoke about her special equation with her mother. And Alex spoke about that prank that all of us would want to do all the time. In general, the only recommendation that I have for all of us who are part of the table topics is that let's follow the structure of table topics and just focus on bringing up a main point followed by something that makes it relatable and with an own personal experience. So all of you basically used a personal experience, but probably to have a takeaway or a call to action would have been great. And this has been done well by Toastmaster Manvi, who understands the table topic structure really well. So I could find those elements there in her speech. So this was about the table topics, and I think that's more or less about the table topics. Yes, regarding the Sergeant at Arms, I think Toastmaster Ajanta is slowly and steadily becoming more and more familiar with her role, and she is always there doing that bit. Uh, Sometimes I feel that she takes it very seriously. Though I know that Asar is supposed to be a serious person dictating the terms and conditions for any meeting, but she could probably look at enjoying this role a little more. Overall, I think a good session. We are still within the time to complete it on time. With that, I think I'm done with my set of evaluation. Over back to, I would say, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Suraj. I can see Toastmaster Manvi raise her hand.
Toastmaster Akshat, I believe we missed the tag report, so maybe we can take
Oh,
it
I'm
over.
sorry. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sorry, I forgot that because this is the first time I'm doing a GE role. So I would like to bring in the my team, the tag team, and I would like to quickly call upon the timer for today. Mm, Toastmaster. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name. Uh,
Toastmaster Tanmay was the timer.
Tanmay. Yes, yes. Toastmaster Tanmay, please be on stage.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat. I'll be now sharing my screen and the report for presentation. I hope my screen is visible. So as you can see, we had only one segment today, which is the table topic segment. A total of 9 speakers were present in the segment, starting with Toastmaster Smean. He took 3 minutes and 25 seconds to finish his speech, and he is not qualified for polling. Toastmaster Ajanta took 1 minute and 54 seconds, and she is eligible for polling. Guest Suneet took 1 minute 52 seconds, and he is eligible for polling. Guest Pallavi took 3 minutes, and she is not eligible for polling. Guest Alex took 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and he is eligible for polling. Toastmaster Manvi took exact 2 minutes to finish her speech, and she is eligible for polling. Toastmaster Vishal took 1 minute and 27 seconds to finish his speech, and he is eligible for polling. Toastmaster Archita took exact 2 minutes to finish her speech, and she is eligible for polling. Lastly, Toastmaster Akshat took 2 minutes and 40 seconds for finishing his speech, which is 10 seconds more than the time limit. So he is not eligible for polling. This is all for today's report. And over to you, Toastmaster Akshat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanmay, for such a wonderful and a detailed report. I would now like to call upon Toastmaster Devika to present the grammarian's report.
Hello everyone. So I would first uh, uh, Toastmaster Akshat and Toastmaster Suraj have used the word of the day and phrase of the day. And there are some suggestions for the improvement in the grammatical errors, like a very wonderful evening. In this, a very could be avoided. It should be a wonderful evening. Later on, I just made it. It can be later on, you can improve it. It is not uh, error, but you can improve it like later on it happened. And it helps you to understand people psychology. It helps you to understand people psychology. It should be Mr. Late Ratan Tata. It should be late Mr. Ratan Tata. And walking in the office of Ratan Tata ji. It could be working in working under the same roof or working in the office of Ratan Tata ji. And how am I landing in good community? It could be, it should not be landing in good community. It should be how I landed in good community. And there were wonderful words and phrases during the whole meeting, like visionary leadership, veracious, fascinated, testament, connecting the dots, resonates, empower, charismatic personality. And that's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster. Toastmaster Akshit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devika, for a very detailed report as a grammarian. I would now move on to Toastmaster Ajanta to explain the R counters report.
So let me share my screen. Is it visible? Can someone confirm?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. So, for few of the people, I have not recorded because there was some background noise here at my hostel. Some bike show was going on and there was a lot of noise. But for other people, I have recorded it. So, we have TM Suraj. He spoke so 2 times. TM Manvi, she spoke 3 times, 2 times, so 1 time, but 2 times. TM Smayan, he used so 3 times. TM Akshat used so 2 times. Guess Sunit used 2 times, and if was repeated, I think multiple times. And then we have TM Alex who used and so, like they were repeated, and I mean was repeated multiple times, including also. And TM Archita used 3 times, so more than 5 times, and few words were repeated 2 times, I think. I forgot the words to mention. And then guest Pallavi used 3 times, 1 time, and whatever was repeated 2 to 3 times. And TM Vishal used but 1 time and repeated really quite a lot, quite a few times. So I would just suggest everyone, including me also, like when we are speaking, we should, but we don't have control at that point of time, but I think we can subconsciously practice this thing in our mind, like speaking, but not using these kind of words when we are framing a sentence. So I think it would help us in future meetings. And over to you, TM Akshat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajanta, for having so beautifully explained all the R's and so's and the filler words, and also basically suggesting on how to make this better the next time. Overall, I'm quite happy with the way the TAC team has done the responsibilities for today. There's one more thing that I would like to highlight is that probably for the last couple of meetings, we didn't have a listener. And what I personally feel is that a listener is as much important as any other role player. in the overall scheme of things, because we are definitely not doing that well on the listening part. But I hope that we would have a listener in the next meeting. So with that, I think I would say the general evaluation is complete. Toastmaster Manvi, I hope I am not missing anything further. If that's fine, then we can go to the team out Toastmaster Suraj to complete the remainder of his presentation.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat, for such a great evaluation. Definitely, that will help our meeting to fine tune in certain areas in terms of performance, and definitely the feedbacks which you have mentioned about whether it's T mod or whether it's especially again when it comes to T mod, it's up to me. Definitely, I will work upon it. Again, I have to be a bit interactive in the initial uh, timing of this session, and second one is presentation must be in its PPT form, and later thanks all the tag role players for giving such an immaculate uh, report that will definitely help us. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi, for giving us this poll. I can see that all of you can see there's a poll where we can choose the best auxiliary role play. So I would request each and everyone to vote, and table because polling is done. I think we will have to also for the
I'll request everyone to please vote for the best auxiliary role player. The options are Timer Toastmaster Tanmay, Accounter Toastmaster Ajanta, and Grammarian Toastmaster Devika. We only had 6 out of 9 votes. I'll request others to please vote. Toastmaster Suraj, the stage is all yours.
hello.
Yes, audible. Now not audible and screen stopped.
I believe there is some network issue with our TMOD. No worries, I'll be launching the next poll in the meantime, that is for the best role player. And the options are Toastmaster of the Day Toastmaster Suraj, Table Topic Master Toastmaster Archita, and Journal Evaluator Toastmaster Akshat. I'll request everyone to please vote.
Done.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Suraj, can you hear us?
Yes, now I'm back. It was technical glitch, I think. So the polling is done, and till the time results get announced, I would request guests to come forward and share your experiences, your feedbacks, where you think that we should work upon to improve the meeting's quality. I would request guest Pallavi to say something. Uh,
Good evening again. Thank you. It's always my privilege to join here, and I'm delighted to join this meeting. And there's always so much to learn from all of you. And I think this is the best part. And what Akshat, General Evaluator Akshat, shared, that we should have fun session, and I feel that yes, that would be one of the interesting part if we can include that. Otherwise, I find that this is just perfect. With a full positive vibes and such a good speakers and so much to learn from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback. Definitely will include that fun part as well. And yeah, we are so glad that you joined our meet, and we are looking forward to having you in our further meetings as well. Thank you so much for joining. Now I would request Toastmaster Alex and Toastmaster Asmayan, please express yourself as well. I mean, say something upon the meeting, comment something.
Um,
Voice not
uh,
audible.
am I audible? So,
Yes.
good evening, Toastmaster. My name is Mayank Kotkar, and it's my first proper meeting that I've been attending, and it was a good experience for me. And I want to learn more about public speaking, as it takes a lot of courage to speak on the stage. So I want to gather that courage up. So yeah.
So yeah, it was lovely meeting there, and I really enjoyed it. The topics were really engaging and all, and I really looking forward to improve myself. And this meeting was, it was really in a structured manner. How TM General Evaluator or TM Akshat sir has really means explained it well what to do, and you should be relevant to it towards the topic. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alex and Toastmasters man. Can we hear from Toastmaster Vishal as well? Toastmaster Vishal, what exactly is
Yes.
your feedback for today's meeting?
Okay, so it was a really great meeting. I really enjoyed the previous meeting when it was I was the Toastmaster. I think Akshat, yes, Toastmaster Akshat took a great presentation he made as a team on, and my mother was also there. Now this time she's busy, but she definitely will join for the meetings. And I think it was very great, and I just loved the concept and the energy which Toastmaster Club of Lucknow has. So that is all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for giving us such a great feedback. And thank you so much for joining us. And yes, I was there when you joined. You were helping your mother uh, in joining the meet, and using all the digital tools. So that was great. I think I was blessed to see that, I would say. So a great job uh, done by you. Toastmaster Mani, please confirm if the polling is done and the certificates are ready.
Yes, Toastmaster Suraj, the polls are all done and certs are ready. I request Toastmaster Dev to please share your screen, and as soon as he shares, Toastmaster Suraj, you can announce the results.
Okay, thank you so much. So now it's time for the certificates and the results, which we generally wait in the end only. And yeah, so let's move forward. And we must be having first the best auxiliary role player, and the best auxiliary role player we have.
We'll go ahead with best table topic speaker first,
Yeah,
then aux
sure, sure.
role player, and then role.
Okay, thank you so much. Can someone guess
Voice is
who
not
will be the
audible.
best table topic, best table topics speaker. Feel free to guess. Yeah,
I think
Toastmaster. Yeah, please.
I think it is PM Smile.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is Toastmaster Alex. So give him a huge 100th round of applause for grabbing this best table topic speakers spot today. And Toastmaster Alex, congratulations. Can you please come on the camera? Okay, I think he is not here. If
Yes, he's here. He's here.
he is
Camera.
here. So yeah,
Hello.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, it's back.
Yeah, just a moment. So yeah, I think you're visible. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alex. Now moving forward, we will see the best auxiliary role player. And this time, this is a counter Toastmaster Ajanta Moria. Huge congratulations to Toastmaster Ajanta Moria for grabbing this spot. Ajanta, please come on the camera. And yeah, congratulations. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajanta. Now moving forward, we have the best Lionheart role player, which goes to none other than Toastmaster Achita Baranwal for having such a great table topics session. Toastmaster Achita, congratulations, and I think she is not available, by the way. So yeah. So Toastmaster Dev, okay, so you can stop the sharing of the screen. Thank you so much. So that was the results for the day. And as presiding officer is not present here, so the results have already been announced. And I would thank each and everyone who have been here and who also just dropped in between just because of some work. And I thank each and every role players, all the guests who joined us, and everyone who could take out some time and who could help us. In fact, throughout the meet, one thing which really matters, that is how the meeting goes. It totally depends upon the people who are working at the back end. And when it comes to back end, supports system, again, Toastmaster Manvi today, she helped us a lot. She most of the time, whenever she is available, she helps a lot. Toastmaster Dev, Toastmaster Akshat, thanks a lot for taking up this huge responsibility as a general evaluator. Toastmaster Archita, she in fact initially refused, dropped out just because she had some emergency, but again, she came to rescue today's meet and she could make it. And later on, thanks to Toastmaster Nikhil, our president, even if he was having his some office meet and all the things, he helped this meeting to come into the place and then let it go in a very good flow. Thanks for Sangha for helping, and everyone, thanks a lot. Again, I think every time I feel that meeting, having a meeting, it takes great efforts from the entire team. And when it comes to team, so Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, it's a great thing. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, each and everyone. I would hand over the stage back to Sergeant at Arms to uh, again end the meeting officially. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Ajanta, back to you.
Thank you, TM Suraj. So I hope everyone enjoyed the meeting, and today was a great and engaging session for everyone with table topics, TMOD, and evaluations. Now I would like to officially end the meeting. So the meeting is adjourned and we can stop the recording. Thank you everyone for being present.